All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Monday morning. Blessings to everybody in the name of Yeshua the Messiah, Jesus the Messiah. I do pray that everybody is blessed in many ways. We have a lot of stuff to talk about today, guys. Shout out to Greg Shaw in the chat. Shout out to Dirt Bike Life. Shout out to Starks. Dump incoming. Ha 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 ha. Everybody stay calm. It's happening now. It's happening now. Shout out to everybody who enjoys the awesome clickbait thumbnails, guys. If you're new to the channel, I use clickbait thumbnails and titles, but we do some real technical analysis on this channel. Real deal technical analysis. No FOMO here, guys. Besides the thumbnails, no FOMO, just real technical analysis, objective, talking about the levels that we are looking to trade, where we think price is going to go, and how we can best plan for the future. Because as traders, we need to be prepared for anything, guys. We need to be prepared for anything. Shout out to TJ, shalom to you. Shout out to Drive with Bishop. It could drop, Starks. I mean, I'm short. I have to be honest with you. I'm schlong, guys. I'm schlong. I'm long and short. Yeah, of course we shorted. Of course we shorted the bearish divergence on Market Cipher B. How could you not? Shout out to Corey Joe. Shout out to David Ciavuccio. Shout out to Andy CM0205. Shout out to Istanbul in the house. Yeah, we're going to talk about VeChain. We're going to talk about some coins today, guys. We are going to talk about some coins today. Because we got a lot of stuff going on today, guys. You know, we could tell that today is going to be an interesting day of discussion here. And interesting. Looks like my background's kind of gone here on the screen, but that's okay. Shout out to CG. Shout out to Tony. Ivan, thanks for being here. Master Big Matt, shout out to you. All right. Let's get into this stream, guys. Let's get into it. So the Bitcoin chart. What is going on with Bitcoin right now, guys? What is going on with the corn? Right. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the corn. So last night, we had this pump from right up down here. We pumped up a massive, and for Bitcoin, it is quite a bit, right? We pumped up almost about 4%, not quite 4.5%. Okay, and right now we are getting a little bit of a pullback. Why are we getting the pullback? Why are we? Well, we came up to a daily level of about 66-ish K, and we can see right here on Market Cipher B, we are getting a bearish divergence right here, where momentum is making a lower high while price is making a higher high. And whenever we see this happen on the 1 hour time frame, there's a very high probability that we are going to get a move down, okay, or at least some kind of a retracement. Not only do we see that the momentum is getting lower, but the money flow also getting lower on the 1 hour is a tall tale sign that we are going to experience some kind of a pullback. So yesterday I did take the long from literally right down here. If we go into the VIP Discord, shout out to Panda Creations for doing my thumbnails, by the way. Dude has them on point. We go to the Discord, we go to the potential Bitcoin scalp trades channel where I post my potential setups here every day when I'm talking about my trading plan, right? And this trade was basically, we were looking for something very specific. We were looking for price to come down to this naked daily point of control at 63,697, the target of this head and shoulders with bullish divergences on the 12-minute time frame. That's pretty much exactly what did happen. It happened just the way we had hoped for. And you can see when we came down literally to that level, that was the bottom. We got the bounce from that level almost to the dollar. Not as good as K-Pax's entry. The dude had it from a channel and it hit literally to the dollar, but we could still see that literally right from the bottom here, we got our bounce, and from that point we had a massive move to the upside, right? This was where I took my profit one right here. The scalp actually turned into a very parabolic move, ended up taking profits at around 110%. Yeah, and so if anybody's following this YouTube channel, you guys know I'm currently in the process of taking a small account and turning it into a large account. And so this was the second trade I took from that demo account, where I started with about $1,000. I've almost doubled it in just basically 2 days of trading. So if you're into that, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. But yes, I'm going to be documenting that on the YouTubes. By the way, if you do want to get into the VIP Discord, look at the entry though. Entry is on point. If you do want to get into the VIP Discord where I post this stuff, daily technical analysis updates, all my levels, my trading plans, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. We also have a really great community of traders in there who also post their technical analysis. And you know, the goal is to have to provide value for traders who want to learn and grow in a community of like-minded traders who are there to help and encourage, and not be mean, right? Not be mean. So right now we came up to this daily level. We got the bearish divergence on the 1 hour time frame. Currently I am short. I didn't have a level to short, but when we have the bearish divergence on the 1 hour time frame, I have an alert that goes off when we get the 1 hour dot. I entered into a short position because I do think we can come down more from here. So my entry on the short is 65960. It's not the most ninja entry in the world. 65960 is right about here. So that's not too bad, guys. It's not too bad. Not as good as my long entry, but definitely not too bad. So where are we going to come down to? Do I think we're going to come down much further? Well, let's put on some quick little levels here. First of all, we have this range, okay, that we've been trading ever since we had that first dump from way up here. From way up here, we had that first dump, and we came all the way down. And once we came all the way down, well, we've been ranging, okay? We have been ranging in this little range here, where we have the value area low down here, and we have the value area high up here. And we can see, as often we do with these types of ranges, that, you know, whenever we're trading Bitcoin, we should always, or any asset, we should always be looking for a range to trade, meaning we need to have some kind of reference point that gives us a fair value for the price of Bitcoin at that time. And during this time, these shaded candles are considered the fair value for Bitcoin. And if the price comes above these shaded candles, we should be looking for shorts. And if the price comes below, we should be looking for longs, right? Like yesterday, the long from right here was when price came below the value area low. And, you know, boom, that's how we're able to get those juicy long entries right from the bottom. Okay. And so right now we can see we're above the value area high. We're dripping on back down to it. Okay. So this is what we need to be watching for. First of all, if we can hold this value area high as our support, okay, then we can expect higher prices. Now, just by looking at Market Cipher B on the 1 hour, looking at Market Cipher B on the 12-minute, it's possible, guys, it actually is possible that we could come down here and get a bullish divergence on the 12-minute time frame and get our move to the upside and hold this level as our support. That is absolutely possible right now. However, there's still room for more downside here, and I think that's something that we need to be aware of. There's still room for more downside. We can see the money flow curving to the downside on the 12-minute time frame. We come to the 24-minute time frame, money flow starting to curve down on Market Cipher B, and that's a very powerful indication of what is going to happen, because if we can see money leaving the asset, then it means we're probably, price is going to come down a little bit lower. Look, when we money flow over here, the money flow on Market Cipher B is when this blue wave turns purple. When it turns purple, we come down. When the purple wave turns blue, we come up, right? And so it's just something that we need to be aware of for possible more downside. If we lose 65.2, the next area we need to look for a potential bounce is around 64.7. And the reason for that is because this is the point of control of the old range. And the way it works is if we come outside of this value area and then we come back in, it's very probable we come back down to that center point. And if we lose that center point, it's very probable we come back down to the lows. Not only is that the point of control of the range, but if we take a fib from the low to the high, we can see that it's also the golden pocket retracement. Okay, so we had a very nice impulse to the upside, and a lot of times we will come down to the golden pocket before getting another move to the upside. And what this would do is it would allow the bearish divergences to play out here. Okay, it would allow these bearish divs to play out, and it would also allow us to get bullish divergences on some lower time frames, right? If we do end up coming down that low, you know, what it would do, right, is probably we would get something like this, where we would see the uneven butt cheeks forming on the 12-minute time frame. Now, the uneven butt cheeks, if anybody is unfamiliar, is basically when Market Cipher B looks like a butt, and the right butt cheek has an issue. The glute doesn't fire. The glute doesn't fire, right? Let's see if we can find one in the past. So the trade we entered yesterday, that juicy scalp right from the bottom, how did we find that setup? It was because price came down to the level we were looking for. If we take a look at Market Cipher B here, we could kind of draw on this thing a nice juicy butt. Okay, we have the gluteus crackimus in the middle. It's a wide crack, but we can see that the right butt cheek is not as deep and lengthy and plump as the left butt cheek, just like this picture here, guys. Now let it soak in. Let it soak in, because that is how we're going to know we're going to get a nice bounce, right? Because the uneven butt cheeks printing on the chart, price makes a lower low. It's very important that the price makes a lower low, and momentum makes a higher low, guys. So that's potentially something we should be waiting for if we're going to be looking for a bounce off that level. And really, I just take it level to level, meaning, you know, if we lose that point of control, well, I will be looking down to lower areas on the chart. I will be looking down to lower areas on the chart, such as down here, right? Down at the lows, right? These are areas that we should be looking to long, right? Into areas we should be looking to take a long from. Now, let's take a look at some higher time frames real quick as Bitcoin starts to dump down to zero. Just kidding, right? Just kidding. But no, seriously, you know, whenever we do see bearish divergences in momentum and money flow on the 1 hour, and I say this to people all the time who are struggling with being profitable trading, honestly, if you only trade 1 hour divergences and you use good risk management, there's a very high probability. I love the smell of these paper cups, guys. There's a very high probability that you will be profitable over time, right? And let's just take a look here at some of these bullish divergences that we've had in the past, right? We have one right here where momentum is making a higher low. Momentum is making a higher low while price is making a lower low. This was a very juicy pump. Look at that, guys. Look at the pump in minutes. Boom, 5%. That was one of the scalps I took in the account that I'm actually going to change from like $1,000 to $10,000 as the first trade I took. I made $700 in one trade. Almost, basically, well, not almost, but I can't say I almost doubled the account, but yeah, I guess I almost doubled the account using that trade right there. And then again, we have a bearish divergence now. That bullish divergence is followed by a bearish divergence on Market Cipher B on the 1 hour. Money flow and momentum is coming down. Boom, we drop, right? And then we don't have any other divergences on the 1 hour until the one right here. So you're not taking a trade every day. Sometimes you could take 2 trades in a day, like last Wednesday, right? But you got to be patient. They do come, and when they do come on the 1 hour, boom, look at this one here, guys. I mean, we had this massive pump, and we got our bearish divergence, and so far we're down about 1.5%. That ain't a bad trade. That ain't not a bad trade, y'all. Let me just tell you. All right, so we're coming down to our value area high here, and look at how the level's respected, guys. Like, even though we're coming down here, just look at how it's respected. Do you see how the levels are respected? right? Even though it looks weak that we could come down even lower. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Actually, maybe not, guys. Maybe not. Starting to get some bullish divs on these lower time frames. Look at how the level is respected, guys. This is why it's so important to know your technical analysis, because if you know where price is going to find a potential support, then you can enter juicy trade setups basically at the exact bottom if you see your indications on Market Cipher, right? If you see your indications on Market Cipher, because hang on. Because look at this entry here, guys. Look at the entry, right? This entry right here, the only way I could enter a trade like this, right? The only possible way is if I knew that level was important. You can't just long the bottom unless you know the level is important, right? And if you don't know technical analysis and you want to learn, how I trade, how I systematize all this stuff, check out JasonCasperTrading.com, because this course, there's a 30% discount in the description. This course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to systematize your trading so that you can become confident in your entries and more profitable. Even if you've never looked at a chart before, you can check out the testimonials, but really we go through everything you need to know, from how to look at a chart to how to find the juicy levels, how I use Market Cipher, what do I call it? What's the word for it? What's the word? Oh man, I can't even think of it. A premium indicator, guys. Premium indicator. This is what I use for all my trades, right? Very juicy. All the strategies that I use. I even give you a swing trading and a scalping tutorial from start to finish, from looking at a blank chart to your take profits, how I go through that process, risk management mindset so that you don't blow your account and you can be profitable over time. Check it out, JasonCasperTrading.com. Also, if you do want to get into the VIP Discord, where I post these juicy potential trade setups, in advance, like I did yesterday. I mean, yesterday, this was the idea that I had, right? Head and shoulders, breakdown, naked daily point of control, bounce up. And that is pretty much what happened, guys. So, and it's not just me in here doing it. There's a lot of people in here doing it, right? A lot of people in here doing it. Yeah, check that out. Patreon.com/Jason Casper. Okay, yeah, so if we go to the daily time frame for Bitcoin here, we can see that we are printing the green dot on the daily, which is a bullish sign. Okay, there is room here for upward movement, but what we have to do right now is we have to wait for these bearish divergences to play out, and we have to wait for here, let me turn this stuff off real quick. We have to wait for things to either range for a while or come down a little bit, because the truth is we got the bearish div on the 1 hour, we've got the red dot on the 2 hour, we've got the red dot on the 3 hour. And, once the 4 hours printing a red dot, it means we either need to consolidate or come down a little bit, guys. Right? Consolidate or come down a little bit. I mean, just go in the past and take a look at the 4 hour red dots. They mean we either need to consolidate or come down a little bit, right? Or sometimes come down a lot if we have a bearish divergence like we did on right here, right? And also, again, right here, right? Those bearish divergences on the 4 hour are really intense. But if we play a game of red dot, green dot on the 4 hour, where we get the red dot, we come down a little bit, and then we come up for a higher wave, then what I think could happen is we could simply just consolidate in here for a while and then get another move to the upside, right? That's kind of what I'm hoping for, because I'm positioned long in a lot of longs, guys. I'm in swing trades, I'm in scalp trades that are long here. But I'm also now short because of the bearish divergence on the 1 hour. So I do think there's more upward potential here. I absolutely do, because of the 1 day. The 3 day even looking pretty nice here. If we take a look at the 3 day, yes, we have a gnarly bearish divergence on the 3 day here. But look at the money flow coming up. Look at the VWAP pointing up. The 12-hour time frame. This wave still has some room to go here. It still has some room to go. And that's why we just need to take it level by level, right? I'm not trying to add to my long positions unless I have clear confirmation on some of these lower levels that we are potentially going to get a bounce. I want to see the bullish divergences. And look at how the levels are respected, guys, right? Look at how the levels are respected. It's just so undeniable. We come down. Why are we stopping here? Because it is a value area high. And this is just analyzing the volume. And this is a sign of strength because it's showing right now, at least at the moment, that people are trying to defend Bitcoin trading above this old range that we were in, right? People are trying to defend that level right now. And we'll see what happens. I think we're going to come a little bit lower, but of course I could be wrong. Of course I could be wrong. Let's see what happens here. Let us see what happens here. I'm really hoping we come down to that 64.7 with some juicy bullish divergences. Let's pop into the chat and see what's going on. Wow, we got a lot of people in here today. Shout out to y'all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for making this stream juicy. And by the way, guys, this is not financial advice in any possible way, because why would you listen to a guy who wears upside down glasses and 2 hats at the same time? One Pikachu, one not Pikachu, right? You wouldn't do that. Shout out to America, who says best Discord group. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Captain Mark, Zolo, and Crypto Yacht. Yeah, I need more hats, I wear a lot of hats around here, guys. I wear a lot of hats. Shout out to No Name. Thanks for liking. Shout out to the Maggot. And shout out to Panda Storm. Have I looked or heard of this new project? I have not heard of Warriors V-Launch. I have not heard of that. Shout out to Memory Man in the house, and Brandon. What's going on, bro? Julio. What's up, Julio? And Boyan. What's going on, Boyan? Shout out to Boyan, my man, in the chat, holding it down as moderator. Shout out to the mods. Thank you guys for moderating. As usual, guys, if we can get this stream up to 750 likes, I will give away 0.025 Bitcoin, which is actually quite a lot. That's a lot of money, guys. I think that's like $1,500. I do think that's about $1,500. Okay, so we're coming down here, guys. We are coming down. We're dropping down pretty quick. And what we want to see as we are coming down is, in order to know where we're going to find our support, we want to start to see bullish divergences. For the most surefire bullish divergences, we really like to see them on the 12-minute time frame, y'all. We really like to see them on the 12-minute time frame and down. All right. If you want to take a look at how I trade, check out my YouTube channel. You can go to youtube.com. I don't know if you ever heard of the website, but you can go to youtube.com, go to the Jason Casper YouTube channel, okay, and check out the video I posted last night where I walk through what I'm looking for when I am, looking for a trade, right? We go through how I was able to get into the scalp. And if you look here, guys, you could see that the picture I drew this line and this whole entire long position before price even did that, right? And what I do is I'm showing you guys how I look at a chart to say, okay, what would I like to happen? And then I only take the trade if it does happen, right? I'm gonna take the trade if it does happen. This was the original drawing I did before the trade happened, and then here's the trade after it happened, right? How did I know we were gonna get a bounce there? It was because I was looking for something very Pacific, okay? I like the Pacific Ocean, shout out to all y'all in California, I was looking for something very Pacific, right? And even now, as price is dumping, I'm looking for something very Pacific, very Pacific. I wouldn't take a long right here. Let's take a look at the 1-minute time frame. Maybe I would take a long right here if I had a specific level I was looking for, because we can see the bullish divergences forming on the 1-minute time frame, right? We can see them forming as price is getting lower and lower and lower, right? Momentum is getting higher and higher and higher. And how's that money flow looking? It's also getting slightly higher, guys. It's also getting slightly higher. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. I want to take a look at Ethereum real quick, and maybe some other altcoins, guys, because some of the altcoins have been very good to me. Some of the altcoins have been very good to me. Let's take a look at some of them. What's been really good for me is AVAX, guys. AVAX, low leverage long on AVAX, holding it on spot. What else has been good to me? ICP has been good to me. We had a little dip there, but it's still been good to me. VeChain, guys, has been very, very good to me as well, holding this on spot, also leverage trading it. And yeah, I want to also talk about Ethereum a little bit. So Ethereum, guys, we can see right here, Ethereum broke out of this triangle, came up right to our golden pocket resistance, and is getting a rejection, a very crisp and clear rejection from the golden pocket. Okay, and if we go to a lower time frame like the 12-minute, we can just so clearly see as the price was coming up to our golden pocket. Okay, our golden pocket, right? We can see that momentum was coming down and money flow was coming down as we're hitting our resistance. This is a clear sign that we need to get some kind of a correction, because think about it, y'all. Think about it. If price is going up and Market Cipher B is coming down, that's telling you there's an imbalance and there needs to be a correction, right? A correction is how I say it in my language. Correction, all right? In the throat, correction. And look at that, guys. We had a pretty nice little move here from the high down to the current low, almost 2%. Almost 2%. So this is important, guys. Why is this important? I think Ethereum is at a crucial point as well, right? If we go to the daily time frame, we can see that we are. It looks like the VWAP is about to come back up here and give us a little bit more juice to the upside for Ethereum. And I was saying yesterday that, you know, right now for ETH, if we do get a rejection, you know, as far as swing trading goes, you know, 43.12 is a really juicy level to potentially have a buy zone, and if we make it there, and 39.6 also a really juicy buy zone area. Now let's take a look at this on a much higher time frame so that we can kind of get a macro picture of what's happening, because I think it's important to understand the context. When we're day trading, it's important to understand the context of, you know, what is going on a larger time frame. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and turn all this stuff off, guys. I'm going to go ahead and turn it all off right here. Okay, turning it off. Okay, turning it off, and I am going to take it and I'm going to hold the shift button and highlight everything and put it into a new folder. Okay, I'm going to call this folder, what's today's date? 11/15 stuff. Okay, enter, and let's take a look at this. Boom. Okay, so let's just take a look at this here. We had our cup and handle, right? Our very clear cup. Okay, our teacup, we had the little handle. Okay, we hold on to it so we can drink it. We keep our pinky out. We're very cultured around here. We're very cultured, and we care very much about classic European table manners around this channel, if you didn't know. And so we had this thing break the neckline. We've been trading in this little channel here for quite some time. Now I'm going to go ahead and just hide this little brush right here, because let's extend this channel a little bit. Okay, and see what's going on with it. So we've been respecting it very, very well. Some people say it's a rising wedge. It could be, but it looks more like a channel to me. And you know what is very surprising about the channel is how narrow and how upright it is. Okay, how narrow and how upright it is. And basically, it's my assumption that if we break out of the channel, right, this trend line right here is our resistance. If we break out of the resistance, or we might not, we might just keep trading. You know, a target that I have is going to be about a $6,000 Ethereum. That $6,000 Ethereum is the target of this cup and handle, right? From there, if we just take this to the neckline, we can see that our target is that $6,000, that 1.618 fib extension level. So I do have my eyes set on that level. But here's the thing. If we do break out of this channel, then I think we could see lower levels, maybe get a proper retest of the neckline, of the cup and handle, which would give us also to the 382 fib retracement right here, which would be very nice. Now, something I'm seeing now on the ETH chart, which I haven't seen in this entire move up, is we've been consolidating now for 4 days. Okay, 4 days without a major move to the upside. And although things look very, very bullish, okay, the 2-day time frame, sorry, more than 4 days, over a week we've been consolidating here without moving higher. The 2-day time frame is looking extremely bullish, guys. This money flow is getting extremely thick. I am very bullish on Ethereum. But if we do see Bitcoin take a dump, we could also see Ethereum take a dump. And, you know, right now we are getting resistance at resistance. So who knows, guys? Maybe we could get some kind of flash crash fake out down to these levels. And if we do, that's definitely a nice buy zone for me there. You know, again, we had this, you know, this resistance here. Broke out. Let's see if we can hold it. If we can hold it, then I'm also expecting higher prices. We don't have the bearish divergences on the 1 hour for Ethereum like we did for Bitcoin, right? We just don't have that. Now, here's Bitcoin. Notice what happened here. If anybody likes technical analysis, right? Look at what happened. So we came down to the value area high of the range, immediately got a bounce, right? Immediately got a bounce because the level is respected. We come down, and now what are we doing? We're back testing the level, you know, to see, are we going to be able to reclaim what used to be support as support, or is it going to now flip into resistance, right? Is it going to now flip into resistance? And it looks like it's going to flip into resistance here, because we can see that we're about to print another red dot right here on Market Cipher B. And, you know, what we want to see now as we're coming down to the lower supports is we want to see the momentum on Market Cipher B continue to build up like this, right? We want to see something like this happen on the 1 minute time frame. We want to see that happening on the higher time frames as well, right? We want to see a big old juicy green dot right here on the 12-minute time frame, and then come down for a nice uneven butt cheeks, guys. Uneven butt cheeks is what we want to see. We love uneven butt cheeks around here. If you're new to the channel, it's just something I really enjoy, okay? I enjoy the uneven butt cheek. So yeah, that's Ethereum. And let's see on the 4 hour time frame. You know, honestly, guys, I have to be honest with you. So on the 4 hour time frame, it does kind of look a little bit you know, questionable here. Questionable, like potentially we could, right? Potentially we could come down, right? Potentially. But as long as we're holding this channel, I'm happy. If we come down below the channel, I mean, I'm happy to stay long, and I am long, right? But if we come down below the channel, reject, this is just such a nice area to look to buy. In my opinion, not financial advice, guys. Pikachu hat, right? Guy in his basement, right? My mom's basement, right? My mom, she's been trying to kick me out for years, you know. I mean, I'm 31 now. It was okay when I was 19, and then I was 20, and she's like, Jay, you should probably get a job. And I'm like, Mom, I mean, why would I get a job? You pay my bills, you do my laundry, you make my dinner. Why would I get a job? And, you know, now that I'm 31, she's like, come on, Jay, you gotta do something, man. You gotta do something with your life, right? And I'll tell her, Ma, you know, I am doing something with my life. I'm on the computer all day looking at charts. Right? She thinks I'm playing video games. She doesn't know. She doesn't know that one of these days I'm finally going to have a successful trade and be able to get an apartment with my other friend who lives with his mom. Okay? All right, let's take a look at some other altcoins, guys. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to like the video because if we can get 750 likes, I will absolutely be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin. B Griffin, yeah, I was watching CryptoFace's stream last night. You know, CryptoFace called the pump, guys. He called the pump. He's really good at looking at Market Cipher and predicting the future. You know, I kind of suck at that, honestly. I'll be honest with you guys. I kind of suck at predicting the future in Market Cipher. What I'm better at doing is waiting for a level and then looking at Market Cipher in the moment to see, are we going to get a bounce, or are we going to get a rejection? You know, I'm really good at looking for rejections. You know, like the rejection that we got off of this daily level. You know, I'm really good at it. You know, it takes me back to my high school days when I used to try and talk to the girls and get rejected every time, right? You know, you know, it took me a while down here to build up the courage to go talk to that really hot chick, right? That really hot chick, you know? She was super hot, right? She had like beautiful long blonde hair, beautiful blue eyes. And, you know, I went up to her once. I said, hey, you want to hang out after school? And she rejected me, right? And then I tried again, and this time I had a little bit more success, right? I came up a little bit higher, right? She almost decided to hang out with me, but then when she saw her friends coming, there's no way I could be seen with this guy, so she really rejected me down the second time. And so I'm good at knowing when things are going to get rejected, right? Look at this, guys. The uneven butt, I mean, this again, the uneven butt cheeks, it works for shorting too, right? The left cheek is plump. You want to grab onto that left cheek right here and hold it, the gluteus crackimus down the middle, okay? The right cheek looking kind of flat, okay? The flattius crackimus, the flattius glutamus on the right, okay? On the right-hand side, okay? Look at this. This is such a great observation. And somebody in my Discord, man. Oh man, it was the funniest thing in the world. I'm never gonna be able to find it now. Maybe I'll have to find that later. Maybe I'll have to find that later. But yeah, it works for longing and shorting, guys. If price and momentum are doing something different on Market Cipher B, really good trade potentials here. Really good trade potentials. Okay, and you have to know your environment too. You have to know your environment. Let's take a look at some alts here, guys. Let's take a look at some good old altcoins. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this tab here because I want to make sure that I still have my Bitcoin chart open. I want to make sure I still have my Bitcoin chart open. So let's take a look at good old VeChain, guys. VeChain doing some crazy stuff today. Had a little dip. VeChain had a little dip going on. Hang on. Uh-oh, I feel my southern accent coming out right now, y'all. I feel it coming out. You know, after all, I am kind of a southern boy over here. All right, now let's take a look at VeChain. All right, now the reason I'm southern is because if y'all don't know me, I'm a farmer out here, right? I'm a homesteader, raising my own food, raising my own animals. Got the hydroponic system right here next to me, actually. Growing some kale and some Swiss chard for the winter. All right. My favorite person in the world is good old George W. Bush, right? Because I'm a conservative trader, risk very little. He was a conservative man, right? Honest and full of integrity, representing the United States of America, the best country in the world, right? The best currency in the world. Love the dollar. Give me some dollars. Don't give me none of that Bitcoin. All right. That Bitcoin, that's a Ponzi, all right? But the US dollar, that's where it's at, guys. That's where it's at, guys. Okay. All right, so VeChain broke out of this triangle here. Okay, now like we said yesterday and previous, the reason why I was so bullish on VeChain is because whenever you see a coin that had a very juicy all-time high in the past, like it did in April, and also you see a very clear SR flip, right? Right here we can see what used to be our resistance after the pump and dump. We could not lose this support. And as we're unable to lose the support, what do we see? We see momentum and money flow coming up on Market Cipher B. Okay, and then the icing on the cake, guys, is the fact that we get a nice uneven butt cheeks on the daily time frame right here. We can see it's a little bit awkwardly shaped, okay, but it's not the shape of the glutes that matter, because you can't help your muscular genetics, guys. You can't help your muscle insertions and stuff like that. So don't hate on people who have bad muscular insertions, okay? But we can see right here, we've got the butt, the left cheek, wow, then the gluteus crackimus, and then the right cheek, nice and small, as price is getting lower here, okay? Perfectly matching up with our blueprint. And that's when I decided, you know, this thing's going to start to pump. And from that time, we can clearly see money flow getting thicker. We can clearly see momentum getting higher here, right? And we're currently getting a green dot on the daily. Now, VeChain, this is a coin that we've been watching for a long time in the VIP Discord. If we go to VIP altcoin, Jason Casper technical analysis, where's good old VeChain? Oh, VeChain, where are you at? Where are you at, VeChain? Where's VeChain? No, that's ICP. Here we go, VeChain, right? VeChain, right here. We can see basically everything I'm talking about. I started to long when we got the retest of the resistance. Look at this juicy money flow momentum coming up over time. Bullish divergences on the golden pocket. Okay, CryptoVac A has a level there as well. So we know that this is a very juicy area of support, right? That's where I got into it, and from that point that I got into it, we have had a very nice about almost a 50% move to the upside. Okay, now why did we get this pullback? Why did we get the pullback? The pullback, guys, is because we came to the Fibonacci golden pocket. And so right now, this is the very important level that we need to come through here in order to see higher prices. Now, am I still bullish? Yes, absolutely, I am still bullish. I am still bullish on VeChain. Because again, you know, with these altcoins, when I hodl them on spot and when I leverage trade them on Bybit, over on Bybit, shout out to Iki Weekly, the new Carl from the Moon, because I used to have a picture of Carl from the Moon here, but I accidentally replaced it with Iki Weekly's picture. Man, I need to get Carl from the Moon back on this picture here, guys. But by the way, if you do want to trade over on Bybit and you do want to support my channel, you can use my affiliate link in the description and get up to $3,500 for signing up and depositing an ungodly amount of Bitcoin. I think if you have an extra $100,000 lying around to deposit into Bybit, you can get $3,000. But if you want to get $1,600 real easily, just like the dang video, guys, because I'm trying to give away 0.025 Bitcoin. It's burning a dang hole in my Bitcoin wallet, right? I've got it right here. As you can clearly see, the Bitcoin is right here. And, you know, come on, guys. Like the dang video. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video on MySpace, guys. On MySpace.com, okay? That's where all the hip kids are doing it. So right now for VeChain, like, it's very important to me that we can come above this resistance of the golden pocket. It's very important to me, and we're getting the green dot on the daily. Money flow is starting to turn back up. The VWAP is crossing over the zero line. I think we have some juice to really get us there. Okay, take a look at the 3-day time frame. Even though we're topping out, no sign of weakness. Money flow getting thick. We go to the 4-hour time frame. What do we see on the 4-hour time frame? We see a very nice, after our correction, a very nice trigger wave, very nice anchor wave. You know, things are not looking the best as far as the money flow coming back down. So here's the final straw for me. First of all, you know, I'm going to keep hodling VeChain because I'm not going to sell my spot VeChain. I might actually just buy more. But the leverage trade that I'm in from down here, you know, if we lose the golden pocket, this is where I would probably take profits on my trade and wait to get a lower entry. But, you know, this golden pocket right here at about 14.443 cents, you know, that would actually be really, really nice if we did come down to this golden pocket and range here. Because look at this, guys, you know, let's just take a look. You know, if we analyze VeChain like on a smaller time frame in like a range right here, which I do with all coins I trade, we can see that you know, it's very, very clear that we've been holding support right here. Okay, support at 15 cents. This is our support. Every time we come below 15 cents, every time we come below the value area low, what happens? We here, let me zoom out right here just so we can take a look. Okay, every time we come below the value area low, we got to move to the upside. It seems to be every time we come above the value area high, aka not aka, but the value area high confluence with the golden pocket, we got to move to the downside. Now, if we get a move to the downside right now, right, and we come down to this golden pocket, taking out all these lows. Why is that important? Because everybody who longed this support, thinking it was support and that they were going to go up from here, is going to get stopped out, which will provide a lot of liquidity. It will inject it, right? It will inject it. We need multiple injections. We can't settle for just 2 injections, guys. We need many injections. And we can see that things are not going to, this uptrend is not going to return to normal until we get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finally that 5th one, we come down to the golden pocket, taking out all this liquidity. We get a move to the upside. This would give us the bullish divergence that we are looking for right here. Okay, that would give us the bullish divergence we're looking for, right? If we do come down to that golden pocket and we are getting a green dot on Market Cipher B like this, if that happens, that would be the most bullish sign in the world. And for me, I have a literal farm. I would bet that thing. I would say, you know what? Forget the farm, forget the kids, forget the wife, forget everything. The only thing that matters in life is gambling. Just kidding, guys. It's not gambling because it's a very high probability setup, right? It's a very high probability setup. So for me, for VeChain, that golden pocket, as long as we stay above it, I'm going to be staying in my longs. If we come down to there, I will absolutely be looking to potentially get more and or add to the long position that I'm in, unless things start to look very bearish. Then I'm going to get the heck out, right? shout out to everybody who's here. We got a lot of people here today. Thank you to Angelino, Rafael Cruz, who likes the hat. Jay-Z says the roids are talking. Yeah. I'm all about the roids, guys. Yep. Just kidding. I'm not. I hate roids. I'm not a roider, guys. I'm not a roider. You know why? That stuff will ruin you. That stuff will absolutely ruin you. You know, you got to stick to natural, guys. Natural. Let's see what else we got here. Make sure to like the video, guys. If everyone likes the video right now and we can get 500 likes, I will absolutely do a course giveaway. The course, guys, 30% discount anyway in the description. This is the course that walks you through how I trade. Even if you never traded before, this will help you change the way thousands of people approach the markets. Also, if you do want to get into the VIP Discord where I talk about all the coins I'm trading, my potential trade entries, my daily analysis, patreon.com/Jason Casper. Also, guys, if you want to download this picture of the uneven butt cheeks, make sure to go to DuckDuckGo and search for uneven butt cheeks. And also, if you do want to sign up for Bybit, I do have a link in the description. I think I have a 25% Market Cipher discount as well. Shout out to CB. Shout out to Angel Rodriguez or Onhill, depending on whether or not you're speaking English or Spanish. Why is 88 not pumping? I have to be honest, I don't know. SARMs, heck no. I don't, guys, don't mess with your biology. Don't mess with what God created. You know, all these things, unless you're an athlete at the top level of competing, whether it be in any kind of sport where everybody's doing it, so you have to. Don't go near that stuff, guys. Don't go near that stuff. Unless you have a medical condition, right? Don't go near that stuff. You can get big and strong without that stuff. Take it from me, guys. I've been lifting weights since I was 13 years old consistently, all right? And yeah, I'm not the biggest guy in the world, but go out, go out in the street, go out to any random place, and I'm bigger than most, right? And that's all that really matters, right? That's all that really matters. As long as the wife's happy, I'm happy. Yeah, Bitcoin keeps testing that value area high. Shout out to Nathaniel. Yeah, the King of Kings is right. You don't need roids if you eat right and train right. That's true. 36 raw eggs. I cook my eggs, guys. But our chickens, we have about 22 chickens now, and they do lay those good eggs, guys. And I eat a lot of eggs, right? I do. I eat a lot of eggs. Shout out to Dr. Crypto, who took a position today with my non-financial advice and successfully took a huge ROI. Awesome. That's awesome, Have I told my wife she's married to a millionaire? Well, she knows. She knows. Yeah. That's true, Kevin McAloon. This is not a medical advice channel, nor is this a financial advice channel, okay? Guys, remember what you're looking at here, okay? Just keep in mind, guys, what we are looking at here, okay? And if you take anything I say for financial or medical advice, let this image forever be burned into your mind right now of my face on top of this gluteus maximus, all right? And you know. I'm going to have to cut the stream kind of soon, guys. I would really enjoy if let's see, do we have 500 likes? If we have 500 likes, oh wow. Oh no, we don't have 500 likes. If everyone likes the video, I will absolutely give away the course. For bearish convergence, do I look for asymmetrical breast peaks? Yes, I do. Okay, let's talk about ADA real quick. Let's talk about ADA. Is Iki Weekly here? Is Iki here? Where's Eeks? I don't see him. I don't see Iki Weekly. I don't see Iki Weekly here. Okay. Yeah, let's take a quick look, guys, at ADA. Let's take a look at ADA. Oh, that's not it, huh? Actually, let's quickly look at the corn. Corn is dumping down. Let's take a look at the 12-minute. 12 minutes looking good, guys. 12 minutes bottoming out. A nice BitBoy green dot right here. Shout out to Ben Armstrong, by the way. the one who popularized those green dots. Do I only trade divergence? That is a big part of my strategy. I don't only trade divergence, but I oftentimes do, because they're just so high probability setups. And you know what? You know, I was just watching some videos last night, and I recommend you guys do this too, but there's people on YouTube who do 100 random trades using good risk management, right? Good risk management, meaning they will set a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio and just take 100 random trades, and they always end up in a little bit of profit, right? Like their whole account grows like, you know, 3% to 10% after 100 trades of taking random trades with good risk management, right? And so if you have a strategy, any single strategy that you stick to with good risk management, I think anybody can be profitable. The problem is the psychology gets in the way, right? The psychology gets in the way, all right? The Pikachu hat gets in the way, guys. It gets in the way. And, you know, you have to stick to it, right? If you're not sticking to it, you're not gonna do it, right? But that's a strategy I really like, because it has such a high probability win rate. If you can find a strategy that has a high win rate and mix that with good risk management, you're setting yourself up for success. You're setting yourself up for success, right? Right? Bitcoin at an old naked point of control here. I've even taken it off the chart because it's been hit so many times. It's not naked anymore. The close have come back on, guys. Once the close come back on, things get much less exciting, right? Things get much less exciting. Now, let's see what's happening on the lower time frames here. Let's see what's happening on the 6 minute. You know, potential uneven butt cheeks on the 6 minute. Let's see what's happening on the 3 minute here. Yeah, potential. That's an important level, guys. This golden pocket is an important level. So the 1 minute, we can see on the 1 minute money flow is coming up. We can see that momentum is coming up. Now, this is what I would be looking for if I was looking to take a scalp. You know, if I was looking to enter a longer term position, I really like to see the 12 minute giving us divergences, which right now it clearly is not, right? It clearly is not. We've got the gluteus flappimus going on, right? Where instead of the right glute getting so tight like this, okay, and small, what happens is, you know, a lot of people, they're all about getting their glutes to be nice and plump, and so sometimes people take desperate measures and they put fix-a-flat in their glutes to try and fix it. In fact, if you just Google fix flat butt injections, I'm pretty sure there's a news article about this somewhere. Yeah, don't fix your flat with fix-a-flat, okay? Don't fix your flat with fix-a-flat. Fake doctor using fix-a-flat for plastic surgery, okay? You know, check it out, guys, in Florida, all right? Shout out to all my Floridians. Okay, people are using fix-a-flat for these things, all right? And so if you do that and you're using fix-a-flat, what's probably going to happen is, you know, the butt is going to come down more, right? It's going to flap out, okay? It should be called fix-a-flap, right? And you know, it's just it's not going to work, right? We want to see this, right? We want to see that. Okay, so let's take a look at Cardano real quick, and then I'm actually gonna have to head out, but I'm gonna load up my Cardano chart, and we'll take a look and see what's going on here. Okay, shout out to Flash Jab 821, and shout out to Andrew J. And all right, so Cardano is just as simply ranging here. Okay, you know, I'm long on Cardano from here, okay? I'm long on Cardano from right down here, literally the bottom, okay? If you guys don't believe me, you know, in the potential altcoin trade setups channel, many moons ago, I posted this trade setup many moons ago. Where is it? Aha, right here. On September 27th. The trade setup was given, and we did get our bounce directly out of that golden pocket, right? Directly out of that golden pocket. Let's see hour light right here. Look at that, guys. Look at that, right from the golden pocket. Boom. So I'm still long from there. Okay, what is happening? Why are we consolidating here? Why are we unable to pump higher? Well, the truth is, guys, I have no idea. I really have no idea. I don't know. I'm expecting higher. When we come to the daily time frame, let's take a quick look. All right. Even though we are consolidating here, I'm still hopeful on it. And the reason is because, and I've been saying this for a while, which is why I've been holding my longs, right? We can even now look at this thing potentially as a wedge, right? Potentially as a falling wedge right here, potentially, okay? And here's the thing, guys. If we're going to look at this as a potential falling wedge or some kind of consolidation period, whenever you see an asset doing that in here, and we get a juicy BitBoy green dot on the daily, okay, and money flow is starting to curve to the upside, that's bullish to me. Look at the VWAP. VWAP looking like it's about to point up. For me, that's bullish, right? So I'm going to hold on to my Cardano long, guys. I'm going to hold on to my long. It's been trading very technically, right? First of all, what happened was we got our initial pump from that bottom, okay? And then we came and we rejected off of one of these golden pockets. Maybe I can't do it on the daily time frame. Where do we, which golden pocket? Which golden pocket? It was this golden pocket right here, I think, or was it this golden pocket? It must have been this golden pocket here. We reject off the golden pocket, right? You guys know the story. I have the relationship. Things started out really well. I met her parents on Thanksgiving. Things were well. We had fun. We were going out, hanging out. Then we came all the way up here. We went up too fast. We got into our first argument, and we came back down. Her parents were mad at me. Her dad thought I was a huge jerk. And then what happened is we come down. We find support on the golden pocket, right? I just can't live without her, right? This kitchen's not the same without you. And then we come back down to the golden pocket, find perfect support. Now we're finding support on the golden pocket, right? Now look at what's happening here. Look what's happening here on the 4-hour time frame. Support on the golden pocket, and we can see momentum starting to uptick, right? And you see momentum starting to uptick on the 4-hour. And to me, that's a bullish sign, okay? To me, that's a bullish sign. Right here as well on the 1-hour time frame, we can see that when we got our drop here, we did get a bullish divergences. Actually, I'm wrong. We didn't get bullish divergences there. What happened then that made me super bullish? I'm not really sure, but the daily time frame is still looking very bullish to me. As long as we can keep this money flow coming up, that's very important. The money flow coming up and the momentum coming up. If we are going to go parabolic in this altcoin season, then I do believe Cardano is going to be one of those coins. And I am hoping to hold Cardano to $10, right? Yes, I'm very much so invested in Cardano. And let's just take a look here, guys. Let's just take a look. All right, let's just take a quick look at a few quick things. First of all, okay, just superficially, looking at the chart, what does this look like? It looks like a bull pennant, right? What would be the target of that bull pennant roughly? Roughly, we're looking at close to a $4 Cardano, okay? Let's take out some other tools that we have here. Let's take out a trend-based fib extension, and we're going to take this baby from, we're going to take it from the, let's do this, right? Let's take it from here to here to here, and let's see what kind of targets we got going on, right? The 1.618 is coming in right about a $5 Cardano. Okay, the 2.618 is coming in right about a $7 Cardano, and the 4.618, $11. And honestly, guys, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised in the slightest if we see Cardano hitting $5, $7, even $10, right? So I'm still bullish. This is low. This is support. We've tested this as support. We've tried to break down out of it, and we're unable. And then from that point, we've seen momentum and money flow coming up, right? So shout out to everybody. Make sure to hit the like button. Shout out to Duper. Thanks for being here. Shout out to Mohit. Any views on Cosmos? No, I don't really look at Cosmos. I'm sorry, man. And yeah, I don't really. But yeah. Shout out to Andrew J. Thanks for being here, my friend. And Memory Man. Awesome. Thanks for being here, Memory Man. Lakshya Sharma. yeah, the Bit token. I need to look more into that. I really need to look more into the Bit token. I know that it hasn't really, I haven't looked into it. I'm bullish on it just because it's Bybit's token, right? Just like BNB pumped. Honestly, I think Bybit is quickly becoming a much better exchange than Binance. Binance sucks. I hate Binance. First of all, they've totally shunned me, right? Totally rejected me. Just like all the girls in high school rejected me. Rejected by all girls. I'm never, ever going to be in a relationship because I'm just too nerdy, guys. Too nerdy. All right. Girls don't like good guys, right? They only like those bad guys with tattoos and big muscles. Those dang tattooed, muscular chads out there getting all the girls. Now, what else? Yeah, so and Bybit is awesome. You can hold stuff on spot now, which is really great. The amount of coins that they have is awesome. The only thing about Bybit is, I don't know, like the US and Bybit are like, but you know, I like Bybit, I like PHEMEX, but yeah, the Bybit token I think has a lot of potential here. Memory Man, thanks for being here. I'm actually gonna have to head out kind of soon, guys. Because I have responsibilities. I am a responsible man. So everybody receive this blessing in the Hebrew language. And the purpose of this blessing, if you're new here, if you're new to the channel, I am a follower of Yeshua the Messiah, Jesus the Messiah, right? And at the end of the day, he is what is most important. He is the source of everything we have in our life. He gives us the wisdom and the knowledge and the power to acquire wealth and all these things. And I do pray that each one of you guys watching is blessed and that the Lord reveals himself to you in a very personal way. And so receive this blessing in the Hebrew language. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha, Shalom, B'Shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Israel, which in English means, may the Lord bless you and protect you. May he shine his light upon you. May he have grace upon you. May he turn his face towards you and give you peace in the name of Jesus the Messiah, the God of Israel. Amen. And yes, guys, we wax ridiculous on this channel, right? I don't take myself very seriously at all, but I do take spiritual things very seriously. And like I said,